Alright guys, in today's video we're just going to go over all the different styles of headlining material that we keep in stock, and these are also the ones that you can purchase through our online sales page. The link to that page will be found in the description below. So headlining material comes out in two different styles. You got the flat knit, circular knit, which is more of a stitched weaving pattern, and then you got velour, which is more of a softer type of feel, and they come out in a variety of different colours. And we only keep the best quality material on stock, guys. So this is a material that has good flexibility, doesn't give off much dramas while you're using it, so it's very convenient to use. And also, while it's ticking all those boxes, it has to be one of the closest matches to the original factory material. So we tick all those boxes, and then that material becomes one that we keep on stock. So number one here is a velour fabric, and this is the black ebony. And this one comes out in earlier model BMWs and Mercedes, but only on the side pillars, not the roof lining. We pretty much just keep this one on stock in case someone decides to go black. And as you can see here, this is black velour being used whilst keeping the side pillars and the sun visors just the original color. It just sets up a nice contrast. Or we also use the black velour for our custom embossing work, because we prefer to use that over the flat knits and circular knits because they've got too much stretch and they don't hold the custom embossings, which is usually just a custom design that we put behind the headlining material and then we just emboss it out. If you want to learn the skill of how to do that, we have an ebook called Custom Headlinings where we'll just teach you and go into all the steps of how to apply that to your own headlining. But moving on, so number two here is the velour charcoal dark grey material, which is more suitable for the earlier model Holden Commodore, the VN to the VRVS, especially if your car came out from factory with the blue steel or slate, which is all discontinued now. Also the earlier model Ford Falcons and some of the earlier model Toyotas and Mitsubishi. So this is being used on a Toyota Camry or a Corolla, and this is the earlier model Holden Commodore. So with the earlier model Holden Commodores, we usually say either a dark grey charcoal or a light grey velour to match up. And this is our light grey material here, number three. So this is light grey velour, which can come out on the Ford Falcon AU, BA and BF, and also the earlier Holdens from the VN all the way up to the VX as well. Some of the earlier Toyotas, BMWs and Mitsubishis and Mercedes all use this material as well. It's quite common. So this is the light grey velour being used on a VX Commodore. And this one here would be a Mitsubishi 380. And that's it up close against the original material. You can see it's quite a close match. That's on a Holden Commodore VN. And moving on, this is a flat knit ebony black. So this one is suitable for going as dark as possible. Also, we do keep it in stock in case we run out of the anthracite material, which is one stage lighter. The anthracite material is more of a charcoal type of black, and this one is as black can be on the headlining material. So this is a Holden V Commodore, which is meant to have the anthracite material, but if we ran out of that material, we'd use this ebony material. So you can see here it's quite a close match, and yeah, you wouldn't really pick it on the camera. It makes it appear a bit different, but yeah, in person you couldn't really pick this, and that's what we use in case we run out of the anthracite material. So just keep that in mind, that this black's quite a nice material to use. And number five is the anthracite material, flat knit. So this is suitable for any car that came out with a black headlining. And some of those models would be the Holden Commodore VT all the way up to the VF, BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, some of the Volkswagen range. Also the Ford Falcon FGX models as well. So here it is on the Holden VE and there's a VE Calais there. So it's pretty much exact match once it's replaced. And there's a Volkswagen Golf as well. So moving on, the next lot of material, number six here, is the light oyster material. Also, alternatively, we might stock a tan material. So this one's great if your car has a cream tan look to it. So we use this on all the Ford Falcons FGs. And we used to keep two styles of headlining material in this category. So here's the light tan, which matches more to the headlining board of the Ford Falcon FG, and here's the light oyster, which matches more to the front pillar. And now we do keep one in between those two, and its appearance is best described in between the tan and the cream effect. So this is it being used on a Golf GTI, and most Volkswagen Golfs do come out with a light grey material, but this one came in as a cream. Just keep in mind that A lot of cars do look cream inside, especially like the earlier, say the BF Falcons, but really they're not a cream material. They're more of a cappuccino type of light grey material. So make sure you do pick our light grey material for those cars. So here's the tan cream material being used on the Ford Falcon FG. You can see it's an exact close match. So you won't go wrong with that one. We use it every day, and just keep in mind that we only keep the closest match anyway. So here's the flat knit cappuccino. So this one's a very common material to use. We do use it on the Ford Falcon AU, BA and BF. Most of the Volkswagen range, if it didn't come out with a black, and also the Holden Commodore VX to the VE VF. And this is it being used on a Audi wagon. You can see it gives off a cream effect, but it's also definitely a light grey when you do take it out in the sun. This is it being used on a Ford Territory, and this is a Ford Falcon BF. So it's an exact match to the pillars and the sun visors. So keep that in mind, guys. We do keep the exact close match to your car. So when you're buying through us, you're definitely getting the closest match and also the best material to use, and very convenient material to be applied to most headlining boards. This is nasty material. This is what you can buy, so watch out for it. So sometimes a customer will pick their own material, or they pick material that we don't keep in stock, and this is what can happen. As it flexes over just a slight bend on the headlining board, you'll get a crease line. Most creases and imperfections will come out after you install the headlining board in the car, and if there's a couple of warm days, as the car warms up, the foam expands and just gives off a cleaner finish, and most imperfections and creases will dissolve in their own time. So that's why we don't keep that material on stock, and that's why we wouldn't sell it to you guys. So if you're looking for more steps and the process of how to remove a car headliner on most cars, recover in brand new material and then reinstall it back in, and learn all the common problems to watch out for, learn about the glues and the fabrics to use, and we go into all this depth, and we've packaged all this information together in a neat little package. The ebook is called Headlining Secrets, and you can find it in the description below. Other than that, guys, please like, comment and subscribe. Reese's Auto Headlining Repairs. Cheers. See you next time, guys. Catch ya.